The Resilient Jenkins keep getting these cookies, and I was like, hold on, they're like gluten-free and all of this stuff, right? And I'm like, wait, how much are these cookies? Because they're getting them like 3 times a week now, even weekly. That's insane to be buying that many cookies. Do you guys know how much those cookies are? So it looks like they get a dozen every time they order. Those cookies are $4 to $5 a cookie. A dozen is $20. And these people are homeless, living in a motel as a family of 7. Not to mention, they have admitted to spending over $200 a month on gardening supplies. If you know, you know. Seems to me like Steph and Drew are only thinking about themselves. And this would totally be okay if they were single and didn't have children. But they're not. They actually brought 2 additional children into the world after they already knew their 1-bedroom apartment living situation was not the best. That should tell you everything you need to know about the Resilient Jenkins, Stephanie, and Drew. Okay, so I'm fully aware of the app that Stephanie was talking about in that Facebook post that I had screen grabbed from, because I did look it up as well. However, an interesting fact about this is that they've gone into the store. If not once, probably twice, because she was talking about it on one of her lives. But also, Drew has been there a couple of times before she even went to the store with him. So even before they were doing this, they were paying full price for those cookies. Even if they're not full price, you're pretty much saying that this app is pretty much cookies they throw away at the end of the night. So you're pretty much saying that it's similar to dumpster diving without the dumpster. But I mean, that's cool and everything, but still, I mean, what is it, like 50% off? You're still paying $2 a cookie. Why don't you go use your food stamps at the local grocery store, and you can get a whole package of cookies for like, what, $4 or $5? Yeah, because that's the budget you're on. You're not on let me go gluten-free and do all the things budget. They're on I'm homeless, we have food stamps budget. You know what I mean? And I don't see it as you guys defending yourself. I know I had seen that, but I'm talking about they've gone into this store before without ordering on that app. So they've paid $4 a cookie, or the half a dozen for 20, or full dozen for 38, whatever it is. To me, that would be the last thing on my mind if I was homeless and had that many kids. Honestly. You must have not watched the video I'm talking about, because her and Drew go to the cookie store and they're picking them out. They were not ordered from any kind of app. The only reason she posted that app is so people don't talk about it. That's why I'm talking about it. I'm well aware of the app because I looked and read the Facebook post that she posted about the app. That's what I had posted on my original video. Y'all are so pressed about the fact that I'm bringing up the cookies. The only reason I'm bringing up the cookies is because it's like evidence in this whole scenario that they obviously have money and they obviously can afford things. But the fact that they're looking for a handout for a home is the wildest part, because they've almost been in this motel shelter for a year. This motel shelter is going to be demolished in 2026. What's going to happen then? And to the people that are saying they're not homeless, they are housed. They are homeless. They have to move every 28 to 30 days so they don't get squatters' rights at the motel shelter. I'm not hyper focused on the cookies. The only reason I thought about it is because I was watching it on Facebook and I decided just to search Nate cookies in Oregon. Didn't take a whole lot of time, like maybe 2 minutes of my day. So don't sit here in my comments and say, look, I don't like them either, but you're wrong. You're literally the only person that said that, and the fact that I've never seen you on my page in my life says a lot about you, because that's not what I'm saying. And to the people that keep saying, oh, well, the kids deserve a cookie every now and then, they're not going to that cookie shop for the kids. They're going to that cookie shop for Stephanie. I'm not pressed about the cookies. It's just a piece in the puzzle. You guys have to look at everything. Everything. And not the stupid shit that you guys keep looking at, like, oh, Addie carried the baby through the whole freaking trunk or treat. Do you really believe that? Or, oh, Deshaun wore the same costume when clearly there's another picture and he's not wearing a Batman costume. He's wearing a ninja costume. The fact that I'm bringing up something in their life that is literally money they could be saving for a home, because regardless of their status, if they pay more of a deposit fee, a majority of time most people are going to agree to rent to you. Or if you pay more of rent, and that's the situation and reality they're in right now. So if I'm giving you poor people don't deserve nice things, then go and take it with you and go run with it, because I don't really give a fuck. The real ones know me. All right, guys, so you guys know that I followed the Resilient Jenkins since I found out that they were living in a one-bedroom apartment. Not only living in a one-bedroom apartment as a family of 6 going on 7, meaning that Stephanie was pregnant during this time. Not once, but twice. But also because they were putting their kids in the living room when they had the bedroom and they can close the door and, you know, that whole scenario, okay? But I always think outside of the box with anything that I talk about, including gossip, because a lot of the gossip I talk about can easily turn into a true crime in any point. That's why my podcast is called Blurred Lines, because sometimes the lines are a little blurry between true crime and gossip. So I hope that the real ones understand that me clocking the whole cookie scenario, because that's been a big one on my page, because everybody's like, the kids deserve cookies. They're oatmeal cookies. So get over yourself, they're Stephanie's. Now, if that wasn't bad enough, they recently bought a air fryer. Now, a lot of people are talking, like, people, like, disregard the stuff that matters, but then the stuff that does actually matter, they want to talk shit about it. This was a renewed item. Amazon does renewed items. I've worked for Amazon in the past and I have seen renewed items, and that's how they package them. And the renewed item I actually went up and looked for is actually about $100 off. Not excusing the fact that they're spending almost $200 on an air fryer. Because why are you spending $200 on an air fryer when there's plenty of other brands? And even the air fryer she had was nicer than most. It was nicer than mine, and I have 2. Now, I can already see a lot of people already like, oh, well, they needed the air fryer to cook. But the fact of the matter is that they've lived in a motel as a family of 7 for almost a year. A motel, 1 bedroom, essentially a studio apartment as a family of 7. And to boot, she only pick and chooses what kids she wants to take care of. Because yes, she took her daughters for a haircut, which is well-deserved, and for clothes, which again is well-deserved. But the other kids deserve it too. But she got away with not spending any money on the littlest children because somebody left her a bunch of clothes, brand new clothes, at their door. And from what I'm hearing, it's one of her followers over on Facebook. And allegedly this girl is not all there, which I've seen that with a lot of people in this community. But the fact that they're buying $4 cookies, buying a $200 air fryer, and they have a budget of $200 and some every week or every 2 weeks, whatever they want to claim now, for gardening supplies and supporting them, kind of makes you go, Because I know as a parent of 2, because I had 2, because I know I can take care of 2, I spend my money on my children before I spend anything on me. Same goes for my husband. He will buy my children whatever they want and still wear the same holy jeans every day to work. You know why? Because that's what a parent does. They put their children first. And that's what I want you guys to see. The cookies weren't for the kids. They're for Stephanie. They're oatmeal cookies. Name a kid that likes oatmeal cookies. Okay? The air fryer wasn't for the kids or for the nutrition of the family. It's for Stephanie, because who uses it the most? Stephanie. And the clothes she got benefit Stephanie. So, Andrew, actually. So they can still afford to buy the cookies, buy the air fryer, and buy the gardening supplies. But the fact that they did the bare minimum for those two little girls and not for the rest of their children should show you everything you need to know about them as parents. Because that is the bare minimum. Bare minimum is taking your child for a haircut after how many years? And bare minimum is taking your children for a shopping spree. Because children grow very quickly. You should be buying them clothes on a weekly basis like you are with your gardening supplies. But hey, who am I? I just live in a house, take care of my kids, and spend my money wisely.